Okay, here we have a solar powered SunJar. I'm going to quickly turn off the lights so that you can see them come on. Let's just do the overhead light first, and now the side lights. And as you can see, although it's not pitch black in here, the lights have now come on. Now what I'm going to do is to return the lights on just so I can talk a little bit more about how they work. But as you can see, there's a nice frosted glass glow. It's very dim. I'm going to quickly spin the left pink jar here. It's a very good 180-degree light. I'm going to let you quickly see the bottom, and it's not so bright through the bottom, and I'll explain why when we see inside. Okay, lights now coming on. So this is a product made by a company called SUCKuk Ltd, which is a little bit of an interesting name. There are three colours. This is the pink, the orange, and the blue. And I'm going to use another jar. I'm going to bring it in from the left here just so you can have a quick look inside. So what you've got underneath the frosted glass, you've got a solar panel and a solar light, a light detector, which as I cover with my thumb, you can see that the light also comes on. There's also here a switch, so you can just turn the unit off. When I mean by off, I mean doesn't matter whether you cover the light sensor or not, it's not going to come on to, it's only charging, and that's quite important if you don't want to actually make use of it as a night light. So I'm going to quickly turn it back on again. Okay, the jars are waterproof, weatherproof. They can be used indoors or outdoors, and they achieve this because of the rubber ring they've got around here. So you can just see that it's also white, so it's quite difficult to see. This plastic is also quite flexible, and you get quite a good seal around the actual electronics inside the solar panel and the switch. This does mean therefore you can leave it outside in the sun and the rain, etc. Great for barbecues, great for the garden. Just going to pull the insides out so you can have a look. Okay, nothing spectacular. This is quite soft, squidgy plastic, so I can pull this off quite easily. So wherever yours comes off, you can fix it back on again. You can see there on the slight wire stalk there, the actual LED itself. I'm going to make it come again to make it a little bit easier to see. Now, if I put that back in, you can see it's nowhere near as effective as it is when it's coming through this little plastic cup, and this is one thing that they've done quite cleverly. Inside there's a little 180-degree domed mirror, and that really helps spread the light evenly through. Again, another frosted, this time plastic inside. So I'll quickly put this back together, put it back inside, so again you can see, as I've spoken about, the entire thing and the effect of the entire thing. So this is like a jam jar, like a preserve jar. And again, as you can see now, I'm covering the top, immediately it's come on, and it's a really nice dim kind of glow. About the same kind of light as a candle. It's several hours to charge, and I'm going to quickly turn the lights off as I keep talking. You get about 4 or 5 hours worth of light from it. As you can see, the lights are, they just stay on. There's no twinkling effect or anything else, anything fancy. These just give off a kind of night light effect. They cost about £15 here in the UK, which is anywhere between $25 and $35 in the US. And they're pretty good. As you can see, orange, blue, pink, they are the three colours. These came out in about 2009. Some of these are quite old. They've lasted a good while. If the rubber rings that give you the waterproof or weatherproofness do perish, and that you can see them visibly doing that before they leak, so don't worry about them being a nasty surprise there. They're easy to replace because you can get these kind of things the same places you would where you buy the jam or preserved glass jars. Kilners, etc. is a popular make in the UK. And there you go. So this is the original frosted jar. The lid's frosted. It's completely sealed. The secret about it being charged is quite discreet. The units do charge with the lid shut, but boy, you need a lot more light and a longer time. In the middle of summer, no problem. But I'd recommend, if it's being used throughout the year, what you actually need to do is on the windowsill, just leave the jar open. As you can see, it doesn't fall over. The weight of the jar doesn't cause a problem here, doesn't tip, and that way you're exposing the solar panel to a lot more direct light when it's exposed on the windowsill in anyone's bedroom, etc. In the spring stroke summertime, when the light's brighter and days are longer, even shut, this will charge fully throughout the daytime, ready for a good 4 or 5 hours throughout the night. Okay, great unit, and this is the original SunJar product.